Flirting, the final frontier. Just kidding guys, that was a Star Trek reference. But on a serious note, flirting is easily one of the most important skills that you can have, and with enough practice over time, you can get really good at it. But before you can get good at something, as always, you first need to understand it. In this world that we live in, there are two main types of knowledge: that which is gained from a book or a teacher, and that which comes from experience. To truly succeed in life and go far, you need both. The goal of this channel is to give you the understanding and to encourage you to take action to gain the other type of knowledge that you need to succeed with girls, social skills, money, and pretty much anything else in life. A famous quote once said, "If you don't flirt, you're probably dead inside." And there's a lot of truth to this. Flirting is something that all humans naturally do. It's great for fun, but also for boosting your self-confidence. Now in the last video, we covered the master key to flirting, which is intent. But for the best results, you need every piece of the puzzle, not just one. What you're about to learn is a secret, guarded by women throughout the ages. It is called Womanese. This secret language is basically the primary form of communication between girls. And if you want to get better at flirting, you need to borrow some aspects of it and understand how it works. At its core, Womanese is basically speaking subtly and indirectly. It's like saying something to someone without actually saying it directly. If you guess that most men are terrible at flirting because our brains are hardwired to speak directly instead of indirectly, then you're right. At the end of the day, you can do well with girls by speaking very directly. But speaking in Womanese, seeing as it's a girl's native language, significantly increases the excitement level and pushes all the right buttons for most girls. Once you understand how to speak in this language, you'll find that it's much easier to flirt and make girls excited. What you have to realize is that being too blunt or straightforward can make you come off as dry and boring. And if you know anything about girls, you know that girls just want to have fun. The three major components of flirting are exaggeration, subtle communication, and becoming the prize. As you begin to fully grasp and implement these components, you'll be able to master the skill of flirting faster than you ever could have imagined. Subtle communication, also called Womanese, is basically just speaking in an indirect way. Here's a simple example. Imagine you're talking to a girl about skirts. She looks at you and says, "I love skirts." Now there are two main ways that you can reply, directly or indirectly. If you reply directly, using our native man speak, you would probably say something like, "I bet you'd look great in a skirt." With this direct reply, you're basically saying that you like the girl in a very direct way. The question is, where's the fun in that? Instead of using man speak, using an indirect reply, you might say something like, "Oh wow, I've always liked girls who love skirts." With this indirect reply, you're still hinting that you like her, but you're saying it in a much more exciting way. Imagine you start a game of poker with your buddies, and immediately after everyone is dealt their cards, everyone puts their cards on the table and reveals their hand. This would effectively kill the game and the fun that comes with it, and being too direct with a girl that you like does the same exact thing. Think about the last movie that you saw. What if the movie started and a narrator said, "Guy goes to castle, guy slays dragon and saves girl. The end." How boring would that be? It's the same thing with flirting, and the goal is always to make it fun and exciting. Girls naturally find this indirect form of communication more exciting, and why wouldn't they? After all, it's their native language. Imagine you want to kiss a girl that you've been hanging out with, and the moment is finally right, and you say, "I'm going to kiss you now." How lame would that be? A master flirt would rather say something like, "Wow, look at how the moonlight is shining off of your lips. You really look like you want to kiss someone right now," as he slowly moves in for the kiss while sitting on the balcony of the beachfront hotel room. Practicing speaking in Womanese is as easy as thinking about what you want to say and saying it in an indirect way. It is basically like hinting and implying something without saying it directly. Imagine you're at the movies and your popcorn sucks. You go to the people in charge of dishing out the popcorn and say, "Hey, this popcorn tastes really old and stale." Instead of saying directly, "Hi, this popcorn sucks, give me new popcorn right now," you're basically implying that you want a new bag of popcorn in an indirect way. The next time you're around girls, pay close attention to how they communicate, especially when they want something from someone, and you'll notice that their entire communication is mostly subtle and indirect. Obviously, the popcorn situation isn't an example of flirting, so when you're practicing speaking womanese, try to do it with girls so that you can actually practice flirting with them. Now, the next major component of flirting is exaggeration, and it's one of the most important pieces to the puzzle. Most high-quality girls, especially those who are constantly chased by other guys, will test you. And as a man, you must accept that testing, or also called verbal jabs, are natural parts of playful flirting. Imagine you're talking to a girl and you compliment her in some way, and she replies with, "Oh yeah, I bet you say that to every girl." This is a test, and the best way to handle it is to agree and exaggerate, or quoted from my other videos, basically just make a joke out of it. Your response to this question could be something like, "Yeah, but there's just something different about you." With this response, you're agreeing with what she said, and at the same time, you're speaking womanese and indirectly flirting and showing that you like her. Here's a great example of the exaggeration component. Imagine you strike up a conversation with a girl in the local coffee shop. She says, "How old are you?" You say, "How old do you think I am?" She says, "I don't know, 30? You say, "Nah, I'm 50, but I work out a lot." The girl proceeds to laugh and asks how old you really are, to which you reply and tell her your real age while also asking hers. This type of back and forth flirting happens all the time, and the main component here is exaggeration. Here's another example. Imagine you're hanging out with a girl that you just met, and she says, "You know I don't sleep with guys on the first date." To agree and exaggerate, you might say something like, "Yeah, I know that. It's much better on the second date anyway." Another example is the infamous "You're a player, aren't you?" line. A simple agree and exaggerate response to this question could be, "Yeah, I play Xbox all the time. What about you?" The last thing that you want to do is get defensive and serious. The master flirt knows that every aspect of flirting, every word, is said with a playful smile on his face and a playful tone of voice. That's the whole point of flirting with a girl, is to be playful and to get her excited. Now, the third piece to the puzzle of flirting mastery is becoming the prize. Many guys approach girls with the mindset that the girl is the prize, and by doing this, you're putting unnecessary pressure on yourself and you're putting the girl on a pedestal. And since this is a pedestal-free zone, you should always approach girls with the mindset that you are the prize, and there are some simple ways that you can playfully imply this while flirting with them. For example, imagine the girl that you like accidentally bumps into you in the hallway at school or at work. You could say something like, "Whoa, are you trying to seduce me or what?" Or maybe you're with a guy friend and two girls at the mall, and the girl that you like sees a nice bra and says how much she loves that type of bra. You could respond with something like, "Wow, are you trying to make me picture you naked or something?" Becoming the prize is basically just twisting a girl's words around in a funny, playful way to make it seem as if she's the one that's trying to seduce you and not the other way around. Keep in mind that whenever you're flirting, you should always maintain a slight smile, strong eye contact, and speak in a joking, playful tone of voice. To recap, these three major pieces to the flirting puzzle are speaking indirectly or in womanese, exaggeration, and becoming the prize. Life is short, so get out there and practice flirting. And I want to say thank you guys so much for helping this channel reach 250,000 subscribers in such a short period of time. The success of this channel is because of you, the incredible, loyal, and just plain amazing people who watch and interact with every single video. And with that said, until next time, thanks for watching.